Okay, so apparently Luke Rockhold was offered Sean Strickland. Dana told someone in the media this. I think it came out through a tweet. Luke Rockhold got asked about it, and he confirmed. Here's what Luke said. I think Dana's trying harder than it has to be. Obviously, just because of my outspokenness on different things, Rockhold told Submission Radio. But this kid, Sean, has been offered to me, so they're trying to do something. I haven't heard any dates or anything like that, but that is something they're interested in. And yeah, let's do it. I mean, he doesn't help himself in any way, shape, or form with his style and his performance on the mic. They offered me Sean actually a while back, Rockhold said, and I wasn't interested just because he's a effing nobody, and it wasn't the fight that I wanted. It didn't make any sense. No one knew of him, and I didn't give two F's about him. And now it's like Dana's trying to piss me off with it. And now he's obviously been out there. He beat Uriah Hall. He looked decent, and he's got a ranking. So there's something to work with now, I guess. They offered it to Uriah. Uriah chose Strickland instead of me. They offered the Chimaev fight. Obviously, that didn't come to be. I liked it. That was exciting. That kind of got me up. I don't know. This is what we have. And there were some other fights that kind of messed around with me. So this is seemingly going to happen. They've just got to get a good date and somebody that's a effing sexy and timely. I want a fight that's intriguing. I've done my thing. I've been champion of 2 different divisions. I've taken my time away. I've been through lots of surgeries. I want something that's going to get me fired up, and I don't want it to just keep following through. And they're like, hey, Sean Strickland. I'm like, who the F is Sean Strickland? What the F are you talking about? Is that going to make me a comeback? So I'm like, sure, you better give me something better than that and nothing that I'm going to come back for and month after month. And it's just like they effing gave me a couple of other options. And then those 2 options fell through and everyone's being a bitch about it. Every option. So here we go. This is it. All right, guys, I'm done. I can't read anymore. There is something about that response that is compelling, though. Look, nobody wants to fight Sean Strickland. That's the truth that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to fight Luke Rockhold. That's another truth that nobody wants to talk about. Getting Luke Rockhold and Sean Strickland together, wonderful idea. I'm all in. How are you going to build a fight with Sean Strickland? I'm just asking you a question. How are you going to build a fight with Sean Strickland? You want to bring some attention to it. At the same time, the guy doesn't leave you a lot of room to tease him. There isn't a blueprint for how to beat Sean Strickland. He's looked pretty damn good. His record is pretty damn good. What do? I submit for you, Rockhold just did it. Just tell the truth on how you feel about it. He said I couldn't get up for it. I didn't know who the F this kid was. Okay, that's probably true. That is probably true. Sean was not known by anybody, maybe even as early as a week ago when he fought Uriah Hall. I mean, it is one of those things. I shared my story with you guys. When I met Sean, he was 21 years old. He was 17-0. He was King of the King champion. I didn't believe it. I didn't think a 21-year-old could have 17 fights. I was wrong. But I would go in the category of people that just didn't know who and or what a Sean Strickland is. And imagine Rockhold was to come out and deny this. That wouldn't have been good. Because plenty of people would and or are going to deny Sean Strickland, but they would have done the typical, oh, he isn't ranked high enough and people don't know who he is. And I think his style's more, and all the ways to get out of a fight. Rockhold dealt with it. Rockhold said, I'll fight him. Said I wanted to fight Chimaev. I got no problem with any of it. I don't know who he is. I don't like his style. Let's go out and fight. I'm just submitting for you. That's a good way to handle it. The truth will set you free. Not everything has to be a show. Not everything has to be a shtick. Not everything has to be a yo mama joke. Sometimes there's no jokes at all. I don't know who the guy was. Man, he looks pretty damn good. Saw what he did to Uriah. Let's see if he can do it to me. I'm on board for that fight. I think that Luke Rockhold's got a bad rap. I really have. Luke Rockhold's a former champion of the world. He matters. His words matter. His placement within the sport matters. Can he beat Sean Strickland? Well, there's only one way to find out. That's between the two of them. But I do appreciate Luke's efforts here. I look forward to hearing what Sean has to say. And if this fight gets made, I'm in.